going to? Oh, if you have a spouse that's a healthy spouse, or you have parent sister or a sister, you can be like, you know what? I'm going to have to ask my family member. I'm going to ask my wife. I'm going to ask my husband. So then that gives you a way out. It is uncomfortable to say in the beginning because we're used to saying yes to that person. But it kind of gives us a way out. Oh, let me just check on a few things because I have things that I'm supposed to do, but I have to review them first and then I'll get back to you. So then it gives you a time to reflect. What do I actually have to do? Oh, I have a presentation due on the 5th. I planned some relaxation time. I wanted to go to the spa. I wanted to get my makeup done. I wanted to get my hair done. So you're like, oh, you know what? Actually, I'm sorry, but I can't do it for you. And this doesn't have to be right after the other, because them getting away, they should leave when you say this. But if they don't, and they say, oh no, I need an answer now, just say, you know, if you can't wait, I can't give you an answer. So you may want to ask someone else that knows their schedule on the top of their head. You may want to ask someone like that to see if they're able to do it for you. So you're giving them a choice. They can wait on you, or they can ask someone else, because what you don't want to happen is for them to bully you as they have before. You don't want that to occur. And you may see some attitudes, and that is painful, because a lot of times people's facial expressions or their tone raising triggers us from our abuse in the past. And it is painful to see. However, guess what? You are moving forward, and to grow and progress, sometimes you are uncomfortable. And this is for you, is growing. Like, the scariest thing for me definitely was saying no. Definitely. When I tell you people pleaser, I was, okay? I could have 30 things that I had to do that day. But if you asked me something, I would say yes. I would say yes. Automatic. You text me at 1, you get a message back at 1 saying yes. And then what happened? Hated myself, resented myself, was like, you know what? I'm not even confident enough to like tell someone I don't want to do it, but then I don't want to lose a relationship, and then I'm angry and things like that. And then it came to a point that I was like passive aggressive. And I wouldn't answer, you know, people's texts and things like that. And then they would ask me about it. And I would be like, oh, you sent me a text? Waiting for the due date of whatever it was to be over. And then if it was at work, try to avoid them the whole time. Try to be stealth. Like, it was a whole bunch of stuff, because it was so hard for me to say no, you know. And it is, and texts are good to pause on, because people really don't know if you read them or not, if they don't have that red function on or whatever. I think if you don't have the red function on, but I may be out of touch. But even if they read it, and you just make sure that you're pausing and reflecting, not being reactive, not saying yes, but you're like, what do I have to do? And do I even want to do it? That should be the first question. Like, do I want to do it? Because it's not fair to the person that you're saying yes to. If you're not doing it with your full heart anyway, it's not even worth it to do because you're not all in it. You know what I'm saying? So when you start saying no, when you start having boundaries, the people that get mad and stay mad because you have your boundary, and that boundary is to keep you safe mentally, physically, psychologically, financially, spiritually. It's to keep you safe and sane, and they have a problem with it. Those are the people you need to excommunicate out your life. Like, oh, okay, you showed your true colors. There will be some people that get upset, right? And they get a little upset, and then they come to you like, okay, you know what? I was immature. I'm sorry. But then there's those people that will berate you until the sun comes up and tell you you're selfish until you complete that action, and will try to sabotage you at any turn in order to make sure you obey them because they want control. It's always been about control. It's always been about superiority, about someone serving me. It's the ego of the abuser that cannot be stopped, cannot be tamed. And that is why having our boundaries reveal the wolves in sheep's clothing. Such a great tool for us as victims, survivors, and thrivers. Great tool. Whether it's a work relationship, a romantic relationship, a familial relationship. It's about how they respond to us having boundaries. This response reveals who's there for you and who's there for the person that says yes. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for sharing the information. Thank you for being you. And remember, you are enough. You are beautifully and wonderfully made by Christ. And have a wonderful Easter Sunday. Yes.